is how NEP is going to change the mindset of the students and the schools help in becoming Atmanirbhar. Right? So we can have some points here. We all know, we have read this. The main part of this innovative council is for critical thinking, which will lead to innovative thinking. So everyone has to have critical thinking for all problems around us. The main purpose of NEP is multiple disciplinary and flexibility given for subject choice, which will enable every child to go for its own subject. Now, most important, NEP will link education with technology so that every child will have technology in its hands and can think of making innovative ideas with the help of coding as one example. NEP is for the youth of the 21st century who will lead the world and make India a global leader. And one of the main purpose of this is globalization. Now here NEP has also opened up the path for using artificial intelligence and expansion of online learning. I will conclude this by saying that NEP will be leading to skill learning rather than rote learning. Vocational training will be the targeted point of the NEP, and choice of subject will make a student confident that what I am doing is of my interest and I will excel in that. Now I would ask Student Council to please.
So what role will NEP play in making students self-reliant?
I would like to answer your question, Kartik. I am here. So you are talking about NEP, what are the parameters which will help the students become more self-reliant? Number one thing is, NEP is encouraging skill-based learning. It is going to focus on vocational training as a part of the curriculum, which means our children will be able to develop certain skills and talents. Whatever talents they are having within them, they will get opportunity to grow in those areas, which is going to prepare them for the world outside. Right now our students are only having academic learning, which is not really preparing them for the real world. When they move out, they have got no idea about how the industry is working. They have no skill that helps them in adjusting in the industry. They have to go for internships. They have to spend another 1 year developing the know-how about how work function happens. So this is going to change that. They are going to be better equipped to handle whatever job they want to take on.
And it will provide a beforehand experience.
Definitely, they are going to give a internship in that hand-on experience in the chosen field. Initially, they will get to learn in various ideas, which will help them identify what area they want to grow in, and then added certification, added learning in that particular area will help them develop the required know-how to go ahead in the world later.
I would like to continue.
My question is regarding the evaluation policy which NEP has implemented. Ma'am, the evaluation from teachers, peers and parents will be there in the report card. Ma'am, so how will NEP help the students to develop a positive mindset towards the evaluation and remarks from others?
I'll answer this question. As you know, the report card which is coming up is 360-degree, holistic development of a child, where everyone will put their remarks, but with a positive note, right? Your parents, your peers, you yourself will analyze yourself, right? Your self-analysis will enable you to understand what you are lacking in and what you are good at, right? So it will not, the child will not be written such comments where child will take it negative. Because it is not that we are checking you once in a year where you are getting out of 80 40 marks, so you are feeling depressed. It is your teacher is writing positive traits, your weaknesses and your strengths, so that you can analyze them. You are writing your strengths and weaknesses, your friends are writing your strengths and weaknesses, your parents are writing what you have gained. So that 360-degree holistic report of the year will enable you to analyze, not to demoralize. Now, Ms. Lily, next question.
Bridging the gaps in access, participation and learning outcomes of children will continue to be one of the major goals of all education sector development programs. So what is the major gap identified in NEP 2020 and how to fulfill that gap?
Main thing, like academically the students are pushed ahead, and they are basically they are taught to learn skill based education system. So the shift from curriculum things to co-curricular activities learning. So this is the main aim of NEP, and we are bridging the gap between the two. So students are now learning skill education. This is how NEP is fulfilling the gap between academic and co-curricular activities.
And that means they are bridging the gap between rote learning and doing by their own self. So rather than the teacher teaching them what it is all about, how they can learn it, where they can learn it, they are going to explore it on their own. So they will learn by doing it. They will learn by experiencing the thing rather than going by the conventional method that it has been taught, okay, this happens like this, so the child can move on from that.
This will be integrated learning from now on. It won't be a curricular or a co-curricular kind of a thing, like Sakshi ma'am would explain.
Like I just mentioned that this would not only allow you to take up your passion. Initially, when you were taking up your passion, for example, you are interested in sports, you are interested in dance, etc. You would be given marks for that also from this annual policy. So that is a very good advantage where you can pursue your passion and you would be credited on marks for that.
You have to learn something for the sake of growing emotionally, spiritually and mentally, and to be able to face any kind of situation that you come across in your life. Like even stitching a button. आप रास्ते में जा रहे हैं, how do you want to cross that puddle? These are those situations that you might come across. Probably you feel you are too grown up for that, but a class 4 child or a 6 child, he is not going out to earn a bread and butter, but he might also face such situations. So for life skills also, for social skills also, you need to be trained, you need to have that kind of
I agree
exposure.
with you, ma'am. Here we need to have our students young children become self-reliant and independent. For every little work, we need not go out and get it done.
Yes.
We should be able to handle small little things on our own.
Ma'am, we can say that living in today's scenario or today's society, ma'am, just being a bookish child is not enough. You need to be intellectual. You must have a way of speaking, a way of presenting yourself in front of the people, and that's how not you earn money, but that's how you earn respect also. That's how you respect dignity in the society.
Yes, that's right. Okay, now if I talk about government schools, what is your concern in the starting of the question? I'll tell you, they have lot of resources, but their one thing which is their schools have lot of money. I must tell you this. Their labs are really well equipped, their teachers are very intelligent because they have cleared exams at 3 to 4 levels. But point here is they are not coming forward. We have discussed it earlier also, because they have language issues. So NEP is also filling that gap, that okay, if you don't know any answers in English, come up, speak in Hindi. When Modi ji gave permission for come and explain their robots in Hindi, there were maximum participation from the states where there is a language issue. So NEP is also looking forward to fill that gap.
What we've often seen is there exists a serious disjunction between policy and awareness. Right, how the policy is going to be accepted by students, parents and teachers alike. So what steps has the government taken in conjunction with the NEP so that it is actually more popular as well as well liked by the people who it is aimed at?
Pranav, I would like to tell you one thing. Today we are meeting here. This is one of the steps taken by Ministry of Education for the purpose of creating an awareness for innovative thinking. This Innovation Council itself is one of the awareness program. You are the torch bearers of Lancers to change the mindset of Lancers family. Similarly, Ministry has been telling every school to have this council. right? And they are taking a proper feedback. You know that we are going to submit our report on this. Similarly, we have monthly activities. So this is one of the program of awareness. Second, NEP is being promoted by all colleges, right? So when it is going for higher education, the schools have to follow it. Third, the government is trying their best to spread awareness about implementing NEP with states. They are having meetings with their Ministry of Education of different states, right? Fourth, here one point comes, parents need to change their mindset. And for that, we have to do a lot of awareness programs. Because once our parents change their mindset, this NEP is going to be a big, big success. Because once they are not behind their kids for just fetching marks, they will tell them to excel in their subject of interest. That will be helping us. Yes, I am going with you that we need more awareness regarding NEP for parents, for students, and for all around. And third thing, teachers' mindset to be changed for changing the teaching technology so that they can create innovative minds. I would like to add something here. Teacher training programs are already put in place in the policy. The teachers will have to regularly update themselves and keep on evolving themselves as teachers so that they can handle and they can take on they can actually meet the targets of the new education policy. And Ms. Priya, I would tell you one thing. You also, for your information, students, that we all members which are sitting in front of you are being trained by Ministry of Education by giving us 80 hours, training program on how to create innovative minds and how to change our minds. Yes. Like we have had training in IPR, in financial enterprises and entrepreneurship. So we are studying business, how businesses run. So teachers' mindset also definitely needs to change, and it will not change in a day or two. It may take some time, but it is going to change. For that we are sure. And now I will make you meet one of the entrepreneur, a startup founder. And you people are always doing their activities as a tag taste. You all people are filling their forms of tag taste. So we have with us here, he's given his message on a video, right? How he became an entrepreneur from a simple student by going for his own interest of being a foodie, right?
Onwards. So exposure to such languages, knowing such languages will actually help the children to have a better global exposure so that they can achieve those standards for their village.
Didn't any. All their wishes, what they wanted, has been already implemented in that.
There is one major change also right now. For internship, they have to spend another 1 year developing the know-how of how work function happens. So this is going to change that. They are going to be better equipped to handle whatever job they want to take on.
And you will provide a beforehand experience.
Definitely, they are going to give a internship in that, hand-on experience in the chosen field. Initially, they will get to learn various ideas, which will help them identify what area they want to grow in, and then added certification, added learning in that particular area will help them develop the required know-how to go ahead in the world.
Our question is primarily about how NEP has actually been implemented. But what we've often seen is there exists a serious disjunction between policy and awareness. Right, how the policy is going to be accepted by students, parents and teachers alike. So what steps has the government taken in conjunction with the NEP so that it is actually more popular as well as well liked by the people who it is aimed at?
Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Arun Tangri and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm running a company called Tag Taste. We help different restaurant and food companies in creating good food and beverage products. For example, we helped McDonald's and Burger King in creating new burgers. We also helped Haldiram in improving their chole bhature. Food companies come to us to know what the customers like you would like to have. Then they seek our help in creating those products. Once the products are ready, they again come back to us to get the feedback from their customers on whether they like the products or not. So if you join us you get to eat all these products before they are launched into the market. It's something like watching a movie before it's actually released in the theaters. Interesting, isn't it? We do a lot of these things, but you know how it all started? See, I'm from Delhi and I love food. When I graduated from my college about 10 years ago, I used to go to a lot of different places to have food. And not every time I used to like the food that was served to me. So I used to wonder whether these companies or these restaurants even take the feedback from their customers on what they would like to have, or whether the product that they're serving, is it really good or not. So someday I decided to have a chat with them. So I talked to a few restaurants, few companies, just to identify if I take that feedback from their customers, give it to them, whether they will create those food products based on my feedback which I collected from their customers. And if the products are not doing good, if I give you the feedback on what exactly they want, will you improve your products? Some of them said yes. So I started a company where we go ahead and interview their customers and try to find out what the customer would like to have. So we started helping with 1 or 2 companies, then our scope increased, and today we help hundreds of such companies and restaurants across the year in improving their products. So if you find this interesting, guess what? You can create your own company too. It's that simple. All it needs is a hard work, dedication, and a little bit of smart work. I know you're all hardworking. I know you're all intelligent. So if I could do it, you can do it too. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you just go out and create your own company and come back and tell me the story of your success, of your company? I'll be waiting to hear from you. I'm wishing you all the very best. Good luck for your future. Thank you.